The following quote is from Stop the World, the autobiography of Winnie Ewing. This text is from Chapter 14. The Scottish Parliament is hereby reconvened.
The 1st of July dawned showery and somewhat overcast, but nothing could dampen the mood of the people of Scotland or their MSPs. It seemed as if half of Scotland was crowding the Royal Mile that morning as we processed from Parliament House down the Mound and into the Church of Scotland Assembly Hall, which was our temporary home. The Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh and Prince Charles were all there, and the crown of Scotland, the most precious one in Europe, was taken from Edinburgh Castle and carried in by the Duke of Hamilton. There were fanfares, specially composed music and readings, including one by my favorite actor, Tom Fleming, who recited a poem by Ian Creighton Smith celebrating the three languages of Scotland. The highlight, however, was Sheena Wellington's singing of A Man's a Man, during which she encouraged the MSPs to stand and join in the final verse. It was a sensational moment of unity and plain Scottish speaking which typified the best things of our country. I have to say that the Duke of Edinburgh looked most uncomfortable, particularly at the verse which goes, "A king can mak a belted knight, a marquis, duke, and a' that, but an honest man's abune his might, guid faith he mauna fa that." The Queen's speech, which she wrote herself, was gracious, non-patronizing and even enthusiastic in parts. The First Minister, Donald Dewar, also rose to the occasion with the best speech I ever heard him deliver, and it was non-partisan, for a change. Prince Charles, however, somewhat let the side down when he remarked to an SNP MSP about the White Rose of Scotland, which we were all wearing again, "How fine to see you support the White Rose of York." Outside there was a procession by school children from all the different parts of Scotland, carrying brightly colored banners. I stood with Sean Connery and his wife, Alex, and Moira Salmond, Andrew Wilson, Kathleen Russell and many mothers to watch them all go past, and I went out and spoke to the children from the Highlands who led the parade. I then walked up the Mound with Sean to the reception and lunch in the Signet Library. There were huge cheers from the people of the pavements and those who were window hanging in the old Edinburgh tradition. As we made our way up, Sean said to me, "This is the happiest day of my life," and I must admit that I felt the same way. We had a parliament again. There was something in the air that day, a sense of optimism and hope which was virtually tangible.